In this video, we are going to walk you through the installation of power optimizers, wiring, and modules on a solar energy project. This project will consist of Q-cell 405 watt modules connected to S440 power optimizers installed on an Iron Ridge air racking system using the SolarEdge Energy Hub platform. Long story short, this is fantastic equipment. Before we begin, it's important to review the string diagram for the project, as this will dictate the stringing of the power optimizers and DC wire runs. In this project, we have two arrays located on two separate buildings. We will be running 3 strings, 1 from the garage and 2 from the main roof. So the way that we calculate where the power optimizers will be installed on our rails is dividing the width of our solar module by 2. In our case, our MLG 10 Plus modules are 41.1 inches wide. So we make our first mark at 20.55 inches and then measure 41.1 inches on center from that mark. If you have measured your power optimizers correctly, you will have one power optimizer centered under each respective module in the array. Nice, looking good. Now let's pop open this box of S440s. These are fantastic for New England because of their ability to mitigate the effects of shade and snow while maximizing yearly power production. So each power optimizer will be mounted to the rail using MLPE clamps. One of these clamps will be installed per power optimizer at each marked location. And what we can see Matt doing here is just presetting the power optimizers in their location and getting everything primed for racking it in and wiring it up. Now that all the power optimizers are in the appropriate location, it's time to rack them in. Slide the MLPE mount into the Iron Ridge rail system and twist. That is going to lock the mount into place. Identify your power optimizer mark location. Use the tool of your choosing, an impact driver, to ensure that that power optimizer is secured to the rail. What we see Matt doing is going step by step, putting in each power optimizer, making sure that it's locked into the rail at the appropriate spacing. At this point in the install, we have Matt getting a QR map for the solar energy system. So at the very start of your journey, we create a full 3D model of your home and we design a system for maximum solar capture for it. When we are installing and all of the optimizers are ready to go, we create what's known as a QR map. And this is a very important thing that goes right into the binder when your install is done that you get. What the QR map does is it takes that 3D model and system design and directly translates that to per module monitoring for your monitoring software for the next 20 years. The reason that this document is very important is this shows how the strings are put together, which means that when we are looking at maintaining a system over the long term, we're not playing Battleship at year 15 to try to figure something else. And this ultimately reduces the costs to maintain a solar energy system for the homeowner. So what we're seeing here is Matt is going along, and now that the optimizers are all put together, he's creating his map. When we're done the install, he's the guy that goes ahead and actually creates the monitoring software and provides the access for you so you can monitor your system. Now that everything's mapped, let's refer back to that string diagram that's super important. Here we are connecting the power optimizers together in a string. In this case, on the main roof, we're connecting the first string together. A really cool technique that Matt uses is this pretzel technique, where he folds the wire and gently tucks it into the rail. This doesn't pull on any of the electronics and it ensures a really clean connection. Using the Iron Ridge air clips, we secure that wire together and we go across the rail to create our string. You generally want to keep your string length on a SolarEdge system sitting around 15 modules. Now that all of our optimizers are connected, it's time to run some wire. For the installers watching this and learning how to build systems, we generally use number 10 PV wire to connect DC strings. So here we are creating 2 wire runs for the main house using red number 10. It's always a good idea to have some extra wire in your measurement. Once you got that measured, snip it off and run number 10 in the rail to the first optimizer in your string. You can complete this step before installing power optimizers. Just make sure you have enough wire. We just wanted to break this down to show everybody the major components of your install in terms of wire. So now it's time to make an MC4 connection. The start of the string will have a male MC4 connector, which means that our red number 10 will need a female MC4 connector. Grab your strippers and take off about a 1/2 inch in your MC4 pouch. Grab the female aluminum clamps and slide them onto the stripped wire. Using your MC4 crimp tool, position the clamp in the upright position and squeeze. Unscrew the female MC4 connector and slide the bottom of the connector onto the red number 10. Slide the red number 10 into the female connector body using a MC4 tool to tighten the connection and ensure that it's watertight. We repeat this process for the second string on the main house and pull the wire from the garage through the top rail to the J-box. So we'll do all that in another video. The only thing that is left to do is get a workout in. Each panel is about 50 pounds. It takes 2 guys crushing a Saturday about an hour to do. Obviously, if you're solo or the roof pitch is crazy, time's going to vary. But if you have any questions about installing solar energy, totally let us know in the comments. We want to bring the community in and build wonderful systems, and we're more than happy to help you out. If you're interested in a system, drop by our website, harveywoods.io. Contact us there through the forum or a chat. And of course, like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, stay shiny.
Tonight's report, it feels good.